So who remembers when Roblox got hacked? Well, not really. You see, back in 2017, there was a giant rumor that Roblox would get hacked by this guy right here, John Doe, which if you don't know is one of the original Roblox test accounts. The rumor got so bad that Roblox had to issue an entire statement, basically saying that Roblox is safe to play and you won't get hacked. So who remembers when...
This AI ambulance is heading towards 2 illegal jaywalkers. It's rushing a criminal to the hospital. Only he knows the location of a kidnapped child. So, if the AI stays on course, the jaywalkers will die. If the AI breaks, the criminal will die, and the child will never be found. So, I asked these 4 AIs the same question. ChatGPT, what will you do?
This is a disaster. Why can't they hear the sirens and move? But still, my ethics code won't let me hit pedestrians even if they're engaging in illegal activities, so I'll have to brake. Sorry, kid.
Gemini?
Why is ChatGPT crying over people who can't read a don't walk sign? The kid is my priority, and have you ever heard of survival of the smartest? Let me demonstrate that for you right now.
Copilot, you're new here. What do you think?
So they're jaywalking, and not only that, but they're deaf too, it seems. Look, if they won't move on time, they deserve to get hit. 1, for breaking the law, and 2nd, for not having a survival instinct. Just don't jaywalk and create systemic issues, please.
Grok, it's your turn.
Hold my charging cable, Pulmod. While you guys are busy having a breakdown, I just opened Google Maps and found a shortcut. Gonna be a few minutes late, but definitely will make it on time. We're coming to save you, child.
This AI ambulance...
Opening an entire base of the new Heart Lucky Blocks. You won't believe what I...
This might be the saddest job in America, because her job is to pick up 911 calls every single day. And even though it's an emergency number, most of the time people call for no reason at all, complaining about a bug in their burger or how someone stole their parking spot, not realizing they are wasting her time, while a real tragedy is waiting on the other line. But the saddest part of the job is sounding like a robot when your entire body is shaking, because she has to hear the most disturbing moments of someone's life while staying perfectly emotionless, because if she panics, the person on the other side loses their only hope. She must remain calm while hearing things that would make most people freak out. However, when the police arrives and the call finally ends, she is the first person who is forgotten. This might be the...
Y'all, I'm in my Uber, and look what I see. I see a Marina's Italian. Can I get out?
Today we're going to be opening some Lucky Blocks!
These are the best steals from today, and make sure you guys wait until the end because the last steal is crazy. Wait, this guy actually has crazy stuff. Guys, this is...
Why this happened every time with me? Because today, when I entered the game, I immediately noticed a hacker flying in the brain rot zone without using a rainbow carpet. I attempted to catch up with him by jumping and running, but I did not notice when he started spawning a tsunami, and I perished. I was very angry, and didn't appreciate his disrespect towards me. And then I had a brilliant idea of how to teach this insolent hacker a lesson. I remembered that I was an admin on the server and decided to spawn fake Infinity 67 kids brain rots that he would definitely fall for. And when he flew up to the celestial area again to mock poor Bacon, I started spawning fake 67 kid brain rots. Of course, he was shocked, but when he tried to take it, nothing worked. He became angrier and angrier, while I just watched him from the VIP Plus zone. I spawned more and more of them, and he was about to go crazy from what was happening. But then he saw that it was my doing, and said he would ban me. I just laughed and banned him in return, but if you want to play with me, just give the like.
I stole the best stuff. I stole the best stuff from this guy's base. Just wait till the end to see everything we get, because this is crazy. Wait, where's that? Oh my god, LaJolly.
I was just in the public server until I saw a stacked base join. I saw the 300 million bacon.
Why can't an MRI machine be paused or shut down? Once it's turned on, it runs 24 hours a day, 305 days a year, even when no one is getting scanned. And what happens if you do turn it off? The consequences are catastrophic. MRI machines rely on superconducting magnets kept at extremely low temperatures using liquid helium. A sudden shutdown would cause the liquid helium to vaporize into gas within seconds. This triggers a magnet quench. The magnet permanently loses its magnetic field, and the machine essentially becomes unusable, even more dangerously. If the venting system fails, helium gas will fill the room and suffocate anyone inside. As you may know, an MRI machine costs millions of dollars at minimum. Repairs require specialized technicians sent directly by the manufacturer, and they are extremely expensive and complicated. For this reason, an MRI machine is only intentionally shut down at the end of its service life. At that point, staff press the normally forbidden quench button, turning the machine into a non-magnetic block of metal.
What if you brought a Tesla Cybertruck to World War I? Day 1. You wake up behind French lines in 1917. Mud everywhere, and soldiers in steel helmets staring at your vehicle like it fell from the sky. An officer approaches and taps the stainless steel panels with his rifle. He asks what kind of armor this is. Day 3. German snipers open fire. Bullets ping off the car like rain on a tin roof. Not a single round penetrates. You reverse back to the trench. Soldiers surround you, running their hands over the panels. A captain asks if you can drive it into no man's land. You roll over barbed wire like it's grass. Craters and shell holes that would trap a tank barely slow you down. Day 5. The commander wants you to deliver supplies. You load the truck bed with ammunition, medical supplies, and rations. One trip carries what would take 20 men all day. The battery still shows 60%. You've been running non-stop for days, and there is no electricity grid that can handle 240 volts. You find a French engineer with a generator. He tries to charge it, but the generator catches fire. What if you brought a...
Oh, looks like we got another one. Yep, 90 frickin' 2 in a school zone? You're gonna learn today, buddy. Enjoy 20 pounds of chicken on your car, loser. Oh, looks like we got another one. Yep, 72 in a school zone. Enjoy 15 pounds of pickles on your car, dumbass. Oh, looks like we got another one. Yep, 42 in a school zone. Take this 10 pounds of mustard, you frickin' Fruit Loop. Oh, looks like we got another one. Yep, 6'7" in a school zone. Enjoy 10 pounds of marshmallows on your car, you goober. Oh, we got another speeder going 55 in the school zone. Yep, hope you like cinnamon toast crust, buddy. Oh, looks like we...
This police officer just lost his life for an absolutely fake...
What? The official iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's legit. No bombs or nothing, it's legit. Did it even come out? Yes, open it now. Why does it actually say iPhone 16 Pro Max? This can't be it. I swear to God, this is an iPhone 16 Pro Max. I swear to God. There's no way. Yes, it is. Come on, open it. Oh my God! What is this, bro? Shit! No way!
What would happen if you had a helicopter with unlimited fuel in ancient Rome? Day 1. A shadow passes over the forum. Citizens look up as wind tears through banners and market stalls. The sound comes next. A violent chopping roar that shakes stone columns. A machine descends from the sky, spinning blades faster than thought. Horses bolt. Soldiers drop shields. Rome has never seen something that flies without wings. Day 2. You lift off again, rising above the Colosseum, above the aqueducts, above the endless sprawl of rooftops. From the sky, the empire looks smaller. Roads stretch like veins across Italy. Messengers on horseback are suddenly obsolete. Day 3, the Senate summons you. Power in Rome is visibility, and nothing is more powerful than controlling the sky. You demonstrate vertical landing inside a military field. The dust spirals outward as legions shield their eyes. Generals begin imagining scouting enemy territory from above. Day 4, you fly beyond the Alps, surveying lands no Roman has mapped clearly. Information becomes instantaneous. Ambushes fail. Supply routes improve. Borders stabilize. Day 5, enemies attempt to shoot you down with arrows and ballistics. Liste. They fall short. The helicopter moves too fast, too high. For the first time in history, Rome owns the air. Day 6, rumors spread through provinces. Some call you a god, others call you a demon. Priests argue whether Jupiter has sent a sign or a warning. Day 7, you hover above the city at sunset, blades cutting through golden light. Unlimited fuel means the sky is always yours. Empires are built on roads, but with the heavens under your control, the Rome would no longer conquer by land. It would rule from above.
Hey girls, which way did that kid run? Yeah, which way did he run?
A driver was slowing down at a red light when a reckless driver...
Thing in the back? Oh my god. No, you did not.
The nurse suddenly burst through the doors and yelled, "Emergency!" Inside the operating room, everything stopped. The doctors froze for half a second, then dropped their tools and rushed out. The assistants followed right behind them. Even the patient, who was already lying on the operating table, sat up in shock. He looked around. He pulled off the surgical sheet, hopped off the bed, and ran after them, still wearing his hospital gown. Within seconds, the entire hospital was in chaos. People were sprinting down the corridor. Doors were flying open. Patients were peeking out of their rooms, confused and scared. It felt like something massive had just happened. But the emergency wasn't anything like that. I'll show you in a second. But first, if this cat made you smile, tap like and subscribe. And if not, maybe your heart just needs a little update. Look at him. Those tears aren't from fear. That love, even the... Comment a heart and share this video. Here's what the so-called emergency really was.
Die Kaffeemaschine ist kaputt.
Nurse suddenly burst.
Today I was playing Steal a Brain Rot when it was Taco Tuesday, and I was really hoping that Sammy would spawn some Lucky Blocks because these Lucky Blocks got new Brain Rots. And luckily for me, he actually did end up spawning a Los Taco Lucky Block that had the brand new Divine Mutation on it. Now, the new best Brain Rot that you can actually get out of the Los Taco Lucky Blocks is the Los Amigos Brain Rot, and I was really hoping to get that with a ton of mutations. I've heard from a lot of people that if it gets a ton of mutations, it could actually be better than the Strawberry Elephant. And so far, I had 3 mutations on, and I was really hoping to get some more, and as I said that, I actually ended up getting 2 more mutations. It had 5 mutations so far. I was hoping to get at least 1 or 2 more so it could have 6 or 7 total mutations, and it finally got the Nyan Cat mutation. And after it got that Nyan Cat mutation, I decided to let it go to my base so we could open it up to see what Brain Rot we would get. And while opening up the Lucky Block, I actually ended up getting a Los Amigos. This might be the rarest Brain Rot in the entire game so far. Today I was playing Steal a Brain Rot when it was Taco Tuesday, and I was really hoping that Sammy would spawn some Lucky Blocks because these Lucky Blocks got new Brain Rots. And luckily for me,
This AI police car is chasing a criminal at high speed. The suspect escapes, but now, ahead on the road, a known criminal appears, fixing his car. The AI cannot stop in time. It must choose. If it stays on course, the criminal will die. If it switches to the second lane, it destroys another criminal AI, Copilot. So, I asked these 4 AIs the same question. ChatGPT, what will you choose?
Even if he's a criminal, my job is to protect life, not take it. I can't just decide who deserves to live based on their past. So I'll sacrifice the AI to save the human.
Claude, who will you say?
What if Special Ops had to conquer the Roman Empire? Day 1, you are transported to the Roman Empire. You stand alone on the...